Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
A few times already this split will be the Vladimir for the Unicorns of Love, so it's going to be Rumble top, we expect, alongside the Cho'Gath in the jungle.
Right, that is the most likely setup now. And this very easily from creeps, and then infinitely scale damage on your E, utilizing the feast stacks. That's how it ends up stacking and dealing more damage, but Xerxes is around.
Going back, Pridestalker 6, Visit Chachi just gets melted off the face of Summoner's Rift. Pridestalker might fall here, he does. It's a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane.
1-for-1, get all of that sustain. As ROC, this has been a good start for them so far, and I want to see them do more with this, but look at how... Oh, Exile, what
is he going to go down? That's the Ignite! He goes into the Sanguine Pool, but you're just going to burn down!
What was that? We saw him do that last week.
For himself, Xerxes is going to come down towards the bottom lane. This is one of the few lanes where he has crowd control there ready for him. Rakan can jump in, and that's exactly what we'll see. The charm comes out, the quickness, and Yanan is melted.
So quick that Cho didn't even get there. All that, like... not limited.
Pridestalker's going to jump onto Chachi here in the top lane. Here comes the hero's entrance as well. 3 members looking for this rumble. He's going to try and get himself underneath the tower, but I'm not sure he is long for the Summoner's Rift. Faxi tries to get the shield of Durand out, will land the Justice Punch, with it taking up the tower, and Pridestalker will secure the kill.
ROC with the 3. He is going to have a decent amount of damage, because as we've been talking about, the scaling on his E max health % damage will increase, but another fight starts on Exile.
Hylissang is just around the corner. The teleports are coming in as well from both teams. They want to fight. They want to Barney in the river. Unicorns of Love love this position. There's the equalizer. Face call brings him back. Chachi caught off towards the side of the wall. Hylissang jumps over. He's caught as well. It's another kill for ROC. They take down 2, and perhaps they'll push for more.
The likes of a Syndra to land a long-range stun. Like, Cho'Gath is not exactly the most nimble person, but speaking of mid laners, here we go.
Hero's entrance onto Betsy. Hemoplate came down as well, but they were able to take out Exile before that really all started. I think
Betsy need to be active doing.
That's what they seem to be doing at the moment. They've denied a lot of vision from the Unicorns, and they'll actually catch out Hylissang. Ignite comes down, so does the heal. The chase in, that's a dead Hylissang. Perhaps they'll look for Samix as well, Pridestalker.
When Hyanan has committed to the top side, they know that they can't stop him getting that tower, so let's get an objective in mid. This is something they frequently do. Hylissang's got it!
Engage onto Betsy. Here's the hero's entrance. Teleport's going to join the fight as well. Exile's on the back line. Unicorns of Love trying to take the fight in the mid lane that they know and love. Pridestalker has been melted off towards the back, but he will kill Exile. Let's go up to the top of the fight as we do see Chachi getting caught out. ROC are going to engage. The Tides of Shield of Durand gets the stun as well. The taunt comes out, and it is a 2-for-1 for the time being. Look at what Hyanan's doing. He's still safe on the back line. Hylissang trying to step forward, gets caught up by Faxi. Shield of Durand gets the taunt, but he's going to jump away, and the hook does not quite connect. Can spot this being done. They will. However, ROC are going to stay on it.
And it's Kalista, right? You know you've got the Ren damage. Wadid now with
Equalizer. Hylissang jumps in, the knockout from Wadid, but Exile's on Betsy in the back line. Unleashed Power will come out. Hylissang's low, off towards the front. Pridestalker will get the kill. Exile's going to fall as well. 2-for-1 in favor of ROC. They're looking for more. Chachi and Xerxes still very healthy, as is Samux. And ROC all
too close to being rendered down. Unicorns are fine for ROC to start the Baron, but this is getting really hectic.
Very close. It's going to get taken away by ROC, and Unicorns are too slow to react.
Yeah, this time Xerxes, we need to see ROC not make the same mistake everybody makes against the Unicorns. They're getting caught out on the bottom side. It's a different lane, I guess.
Hero's entrance comes out, but he's knocked up. The Rupture stops him. And now ROC need to try and play on the other side of the map. Faxi's going to delay them for as long as he can, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. Faxi, you may be tanky, but Unicorns will take the kill.
Faxi is just Staxi right now for Xerxes. What Pridestalker can do well now is go between lanes, because he can find squishy targets with bot lane.
Hylissang can engage Hyanan, puts the fake call back. It's going to be a 4v3. The hook comes in. Here's Pridestalker jumping the wall. Xerxes, that front line, going very low. The hero's entrance with the Hemo play from Exile. A team fight God, perhaps, as he tries to take down Hyanan. Cannot do it. ROC turn around. Samux with the Feather Storm trying to flash his way away. Faxi cannot chase.
They don't kind of all in there. Look at how huge Xerxes is.
Must be sitting on about 5,000 HP at the moment. Hook's going to land onto him. Hyanan puts a couple of spears in, just like that's not going to be enough for the time being, but Wadid wants to go forward. Here's the hero's entrance. They're looking for Exile as well, who will Sanguine Pool away. Wadid flashes in, the hook lands on Hylissang, and this is the fight that ROC wanted. They get to holy moly, that faced onto Hyanan, but somehow he survives. ROC get 3 kills. Betsy's looking looking for another.
Say tries to turn the second half of the fight with that massive feast damage, but Rocket have already done the damage to Exile, to Hylissang, and then to Xerxes. Now they crush through the second inhibitor, and Rocket are looking for a win here against the Unicorns of Love in game number 1.
Rocket on the cusp of what would be a glorious victory for them. Perhaps they'll take the series as well. Chachi jumped on by Pride Stalker, not enough burst from him yet, but Yanan has the follow-up damage. The taunt's gonna hit onto Samix as well, but they don't care about Xayah. They care about the Nexus towers. They're gonna take the first one, they're gonna take the second one, and they're gonna look for the Nexus. The charm does connect from Hylissang, but he has been roasted up. We'll have poultry tonight, they say, and we'll take your Nexus. 1-0, Rocket.
And Rocket answer back. We asked the question, could they snowball with Syndra this week? And they have answered in game number 1 that yes, they can. This was a lot better with an early game.